Coach Miller here with BTB Lax, and we're moving on with notes for coaches. We're starting again with number 6. Just cleared the board and wrote them all the next 5 up here. So number 6, this might be one of my favorite ones. You want to praise your kids publicly, but call them out privately. So a lot of times you'll see coaches reaming out their players in public, and to me, and especially us at BTB Lax, I mean, that doesn't really do great things for players' psyche, for their confidence if they're getting reamed out publicly so parents, coaches, referees can see them getting screamed at. So we really like to praise our kids publicly, acknowledge that they do a good thing, make a good play or have a good hustle play and whatnot. And if they're doing something wrong or they're doing something that we don't like as coaches, then we'll pull them aside and tell them privately so that they get a clear understanding of what they did perhaps wrong or what they need to do better the next time. But you're not making a big scene out of them and possibly damaging their ego so that they can hopefully develop going forward and not be set back by any error or bad play that they made. So that's probably one of my favorite ones. Make sure you praise the kids publicly and call them out privately. Number 7, and this is about leadership and how it comes from good decisions and vision. So you basically, as a coach, you want to make sure that you're providing solid leadership. And in order to do that, you need to make sure you're seeing everything and you're making good decisions. So a lot of times what that has to, it coincides with making sure that you're properly organized and making sure you're well planned out. So if you're not seeing anything, if you're missing, perhaps some dynamics in the team, make sure that you're talking to everybody so you have a good grasp of what's going on with the dynamics of the team. There might be some issues. You want to make sure you understand everything. So in that case, you'll see everything that's going on. At the same time, any decisions that you're making, you want to make sure you're thinking them out and you're not doing it on the fly, that you've spent some time with the other coaches, making plans or having some type of structure to the way that you want to coach your team. So, and that in turn is going to give you good leadership for your team. So moving on to number 8, pretty simple. It's no excuses. A lot of times as players and even coaches, you can maybe find something that may be the reason why something didn't happen the right way. But when it really comes down to it, if you really evaluate it, it's an excuse. So in order to avoid that, you basically don't have to have excuses, and you just know from your coaching philosophy that there aren't going to be excuses. Yes, you're going to work hard to make sure that doesn't happen again, or change some whatever it is, so that you can improve as a team. But if you let your players start making excuses for their play or their performance, then that's going to have a deteriorating effect on your team's overall psyche. So you want to make sure that you kind of have no excuses in there as a good mantra for your team. I really like this one, number 9, body language. As a coach, players are listening to what you're saying, but they're also watching what you do. So if you exhibit poor body language, if you're a younger coach and you've had drama from outside, you had a stressful day at work or whatever it is, and you're carrying that onto the field, and you have sluggish body language, and the players are going to feed off of that, and they're going to be sluggish as well. But if you have high intensity, positive body language, then your team's going to feed off that as well. And concurrently, they're probably going to play better. They're going to show some improvement in whatever it may be, and it's going to make for a better team dynamic, a better lacrosse team overall. So you want to make sure that you're going into each practice with positive body language. And basically, when you walk onto the field, just try to block everything else out and exhibit that positive body language so that your players feed off of that, and you can work to become a better lacrosse team, which it's all about anyway. And the last, number 10, is you want to handle any type of adversity with poise and honesty. So believe me, as a lacrosse coach, you're going to find adversity in a million different ways, whether it be bad refereeing, some difficulties with parents and whatever, maybe the kids aren't getting enough playing time, or you might not have the resources or the balls or the equipments or whatever it is, but you're going to be faced with adversities probably every single day. I mean, unless you're winning every single game and it's a fairy tale season, you're going to have adversity. So you want to make sure that each time you handle it, expect it, and just handle it with poise and honesty. Don't try to lie about anything. Just, be honest and truthful, and learn to expect the adversity. And then once you kind of accept that, then I think that your players will, kind of see the way you react to adversity, and they'll start to exhibit similar qualities, and you start to have a better lacrosse team. So those 10 things that we just talked about are pretty good principles to help you become a better coach. And those are things that we use at BTB Lax that have helped us become better coaches. And we strongly encourage you to, watch these 2 videos again and maybe start to incorporate some of these things into your coaching style so that you become better coaches as well. So really thank you for all taking the time to listen to us. It's Coach Miller here at BTB Lax.
Yep, got it.
Okay.
I like it.
Did you know that there's just 2 simple things that separate the average youth and high school lacrosse player from the elite guys that are ready to go on to play in college and beyond? Yep, just 2 simple things. We teamed up with college All-American and multiple MLL All-Star Mike Kimmel to put together a completely free, 45-minute long, 3-part video training series that's going to show kids and parents exactly what those 2 things are, what you need to be working on if you want to take your game to the next level. And nope, it's got nothing to do with hitting the gym or running till you puke. If you're serious about improving as a player and you want to become one of the best guys on your team, get more playing time, and catch the eye of college recruiters, you have to see this free video training. Just click the link below in the description of this video, and you'll be taken to a page where you can ask to receive instant access to these free videos. Join the thousands of high school and youth players that have already seen Mike's awesome training and take control of your game today.